Have you ever slipped on a dress and thought, I didn't know I could look this good? The truth is, the right dress can make you look 10 years younger. It's all in the cut, the color, and the confidence it gives you. After 50, our bodies and skin change, and our style evolves, but elegance, charm, and that radiant energy don't fade. They just need the right pieces to come alive. Welcome to Confident Beauty 50, where we explore how to feel effortlessly chic, youthful, and confident at any age. Today, I'm sharing 5 dress styles that will instantly lift your look, enhance your natural shape, and keep you comfortable, plus practical tips to make each outfit truly yours. Now, let's dive in and discover the dresses that every woman over 50 should have in her wardrobe. As we step into our 50s and beyond, our bodies begin to tell the story of our lives, softer around the middle, a little fuller through the hips, maybe not quite as tall as we once were. That's why the A-line dress remains one of the most flattering and forgiving silhouettes a woman can own. It gently skims the waist before opening into a subtle flare, creating balance, grace, and movement without ever feeling restrictive. According to a 2024 Harper's Bazaar survey, nearly 70% of women over 55 say they feel most confident wearing an A-line dress. It's easy to see why. The design flatters every body type by drawing the eye upward, elongating the frame, and disguising areas we'd rather not emphasize, all while preserving a light, effortless femininity. In my own experience as a stylist, I've seen this silhouette transform how women feel about their shape. Many clients come to me frustrated after years of dressing to hide, not to express. I often remind them that fashion after 50 isn't about camouflaging, it's about harmony. The A-line dress allows your shape to exist comfortably, without apology. Strategic details like a vertical seam, a bias cut at the hip, or a soft pleat can visually slim the body by as much as 2 or 3 inches, but what matters more is how it feels. One of my favorite memories is working with Linda, a 58-year-old client who once told me she had given up on dresses. She preferred loose blouses and khaki pants, convinced they were more forgiving. I suggested an A-line dress in a soft pastel tone. She hesitated, but when she saw herself in the mirror, her entire posture changed. "I feel like I'm on vacation in Italy," she said, laughing. It wasn't the price tag or the color, it was the freedom of movement, the way the dress worked with her instead of against her. For women choosing their own A-line, the secret lies in fabric and proportion. Lightweight materials like cotton blends, linen, or rayon offer beautiful drape and breathability. A dress that ends just above the knee or at mid-calf length elongates the legs without overwhelming the frame. Pastel tones, delicate prints, or jewel shades such as emerald and sapphire illuminate mature skin and give the impression of vitality. Pair the look with a softly layered bob or shoulder-length lob, and keep makeup fresh. A hint of nude pink lipstick is often all it takes to bring light back to the face. The goal isn't to look younger, it's to look alive. When was the last time you reached for a dress that made you feel truly beautiful, not just appropriate? Do you ever catch yourself thinking you've aged out of certain styles? If so, I encourage you to challenge that thought. Confidence doesn't come from what we hide, it comes from what we allow ourselves to celebrate. In a recent poll I conducted among women in the Confident Beauty 50 community, over 70% said they wear dresses more often now than they did a decade ago. Most admitted it wasn't about fashion trends at all. It was about rediscovering ease, softness, and the confidence to be seen again. And that's what the A-line dress gives you, not a disguise, but a quiet declaration that style, comfort, and elegance can coexist beautifully no matter your age. There's something undeniably powerful about a wrap dress. The moment you tie that soft knot at your waist and see how the fabric shapes your body, it feels like a quiet celebration of womanhood, confident, elegant, and beautifully real. The wrap dress doesn't force your figure into something it's not. It embraces it, softly defining the waist, opening the neckline, and creating a graceful vertical line that lengthens the body. For women over 50, this silhouette is pure magic. It draws attention to the most flattering parts of the body, the waist and collarbone, while gently draping over areas we'd rather not emphasize. The result is what I like to call the happy waist effect. You look slimmer, taller, and instantly more radiant, without a single uncomfortable seam or tight waistband. A 2023 Vogue feature called the wrap dress the most democratic design ever made, and I couldn't agree more. Whether you're 25 or 75, it adapts to you. It moves with your body, not against it. For mature women, that freedom is everything. After 50, our relationship with our bodies changes, not worse, just different. Skin softens, posture shifts, curves settle in new places. The beauty lies in learning how to dress those changes with kindness. The wrap dress does exactly that. One of my most memorable clients, Diane, was 62 when she came to me looking for something special to wear to her 30th wedding anniversary dinner. She wanted to feel beautiful, but not like she was trying too hard. We chose a navy wrap dress with a soft silk blend, simple, understated, but luxurious to the touch. When she looked in the mirror, she smiled and said, "I don't see a 62-year-old woman. I see the woman my husband fell in love with in 1989. That's the power of a great dress. It doesn't just flatter your body, it reconnects you with a part of yourself you thought you'd lost." When selecting your own wrap dress, focus first on fabric. A soft jersey or silk blend drapes naturally, hugging where it should and flowing where it shouldn't. Avoid heavy materials that add bulk or pull at the waist. The neckline deserves attention too. A moderate V-shape beautifully frames the face and elongates the neck, while still remaining elegant and age-appropriate. For those concerned about sunspots or fine lines around the chest, layering a delicate pendant or wearing a short necklace draws the eye upward, adding brightness to your look. Likewise, a pair of soft metallic earrings, silver or pearl, will catch light around your face, enhancing your natural glow. And here's a subtle styling trick: choose a wrap dress in a color that complements your skin's undertone rather than your hair. For most women over 50, cool jewel tones like navy, emerald, or berry look incredibly sophisticated, while still keeping the complexion fresh and lively. I often ask my clients this question: when was the last time a dress made you feel like yourself again? Not younger, just more you, because that's what the wrap dress does best. It doesn't erase time, it harmonizes with it. A recent style report from ARP found that over 60% of women in their 60s prefer wrap silhouettes for both casual and formal occasions. The reason? They feel empowered, not hidden, not disguised, but seen. The tie waist gives control back to the wearer, letting each woman adjust the fit to her comfort and confidence. So if you've ever stood in front of your closet thinking, nothing fits the way it used to, try wrapping instead of zipping. Tie it softly at your side, step back, and watch how your reflection changes, not because the dress performs a miracle, but because it reminds you that beauty isn't about perfection. It's about ease, poise, and self-acceptance. And when that balance feels just right, you don't need to tell anyone your age. They'll simply see a woman who feels completely at home in her own skin. There's a quiet kind of confidence that comes from slipping into a shift dress. No zippers fighting you at the waist. No tight seams reminding you of the body you used to have. Just ease, simple, graceful, and timeless. The shift dress doesn't ask you to reshape yourself. It moves with you, allowing your natural silhouette to breathe while still looking completely put together. For women over 50, this dress is the definition of effortless sophistication. It's what I call the anywhere dress. Perfect for lunches with friends, a museum visit, a family gathering, or even a day at the office. It transitions as easily as you do. The straight, lightly structured cut falls from the shoulders, gently skimming over the waist and hips, creating a polished line that flatters every body type. The genius of the shift dress lies in proportion. After 50, many women notice subtle changes in their shoulders and midsection, a little less definition, a softer frame. Rather than hiding behind layers or oversized silhouettes, the shift dress gives you structure without stiffness. It's a relaxed elegance that whispers Parisian chic, the kind of understated confidence that never tries too hard. A New York Times style feature once described the shift dress as a uniform for women who lead with substance. That feels especially true for this stage of life. You've earned the right to dress for yourself, for comfort, ease, and refinement. Not for approval. I remember a student from one of my styling workshops, a 56-year-old woman named Karen. She came in wearing jeans and a blazer, explaining that she hadn't worn a dress in nearly 10 years because nothing ever fits right anymore. I handed her a pale blue shift dress made from structured crepe, minimal seams, subtle shape, just enough weight to hold its form. When she put it on, she exhaled and said, "This feels like me, not the 30-year-old version of me, just me now." That moment captured everything I love about this design. It's fashion without pressure. Choosing the right shift dress is about fabric and proportion. Structured materials like crepe pont knit or medium-weight cotton hold their shape while allowing movement. Avoid fabrics that cling. The beauty of a shift lies in its smooth line. If you're petite, aim for a hemline 2 to 3 centimeters above the knee to visually lengthen your legs. Taller women can explore midi lengths for a more modern, refined feel. Accessories are where the magic happens. A lightweight silk scarf tied loosely around the neck adds polish without bulk. Long, vertical jewelry, a pendant necklace or drop earrings, draws the eye downward, elongating your silhouette. These small details create balance and elegance in motion. Color plays an equally powerful role. Shades like ivory navy taupe, or even a bold coral can highlight your skin tone beautifully. Solid colors keep the look streamlined while classic prints, think stripes or soft geometric patterns, add personality without overwhelming your frame. The shift dress is also remarkably easy to layer. Pair it with a cropped cardigan or a tailored blazer for structure, or add a light trench on cooler days. With flats, it feels effortless. With ankle boots, it becomes instantly modern. Whenever I introduce this style to women in my Confident Beauty 50 community, I often ask, when was the last time you wore something that felt like freedom? Because that's what the shift dress gives you, the permission to move, to breathe, to simply be. A recent survey by ARP Style Report found that 68% of women over 50 value comfort that looks polished as their top wardrobe priority. The shift dress checks that box perfectly. It doesn't chase youth, it celebrates maturity. And maybe that's the real secret of style after 50. Not trying to reclaim who you were, but dressing beautifully for the woman you've become. The shift dress embodies that philosophy: simple, confident, and elegant, just like you. There's something beautifully effortless about a knit dress. It's the kind of piece that makes you look polished without even trying, soft enough to feel like loungewear, yet refined enough to wear to lunch, travel, or a dinner date. For women over 50, it's one of the most versatile and confidence-boosting silhouettes you can own. The secret lies in its dual nature: structure and stretch. A well-made knit dress moves with your body instead of against it. It embraces your shape gently, smoothing over lines without clinging to them. Unlike stiff fabrics, it doesn't fight your curves, it celebrates them. It's style that feels as good as it looks. After 50, many women begin to value fabrics that are kind to the skin, to the figure, and to the day. Knitwear answers all of that. It's warm when you need it, breathable when you don't, and endlessly forgiving. There's no need to zip, tuck, or hide. You simply slip it on and it molds gracefully to you. I once styled a client named Teresa, 64, who told me she avoided knit dresses for years because she thought they were too clingy. We found her a ribbed, mid-weight knit in a camel tone with subtle vertical texture. When she saw herself in the mirror, she said quietly, "I feel put together again." That's the magic of a great knit dress. It restores a sense of ease and control. When choosing one for yourself, look for quality knits with subtle elasticity. Viscose blends, fine wool, or modal are excellent options. A mid-weight knit holds its shape beautifully without sagging or showing every detail underneath. Avoid overly thin fabrics, which can emphasize areas you'd rather smooth out. Length and proportion make all the difference. A midi knit dress that falls mid-calf creates a sleek, elongating line, especially when paired with low-block heels or ankle boots. If you're petite, try a knee-length version with a small side slit. It adds movement and visually lengthens the legs. Color can be transformative here. Neutrals like taupe, navy, And charcoal create sophistication. Richer tones like burgundy or olive add depth and warmth. Texture is equally important. Fine ribbing or subtle cable patterns can shape the body in the most flattering way. Accessories should be kept minimal but intentional. A slim belt at the waist defines your silhouette without constriction. Add a pair of gold hoops or a statement cuff for an instant touch of polish. On cooler days, layer with a cropped leather jacket or a long cardigan. The contrast of textures makes the outfit feel both modern and cozy. What I love most about the knit dress is how it mirrors the women who wear it. Strong yet gentle, confident yet soft. It moves fluidly through your day, just like you've learned to move through life, with grace, ease, and quiet power. A recent art style and comfort survey found that knit dresses are now among the top 3 wardrobe staples for women over 50, largely because of their adaptability and comfort. They're perfect for travel, for layering, and for real life. When was the last time you wore something that felt as elegant as it did comfortable? That's the feeling the knit dress gives you, the sense that you finally found clothing that understands you. Because true style, especially after 50, isn't about following fashion. It's about honoring who you are now, strong, soft, and beautifully sure of yourself. There's a moment in every woman's life when she rediscovers the joy of feeling feminine, not to please anyone else, but because it feels like coming home to herself. The fit and flare dress captures that exact moment. With its softly defined waist and gently flared hem, it celebrates movement, shape, and vitality in a way that feels timeless. This silhouette has been flattering women for decades for one simple reason: balance. It defines the waist without squeezing it, gives structure to the upper body, and lets the skirt move freely with every step. For women over 50, it's one of the most forgiving and empowering cuts you can wear. It honors the body you have today, rather than chasing the one you had years ago. What makes the fit and flare truly special is how it brings that energy back into your wardrobe. It sways when you walk, it glides when you turn, and it makes you feel alive again. After 50, that sense of motion becomes more meaningful. It's not about attracting attention, it's about expressing freedom. I remember styling a woman named Carol, who had just turned 65. She was attending her birthday dinner and wanted something celebratory, but not fussy. We found her a knee-length fit and flare dress in a soft rose shade, with subtle pleating at the skirt. When she saw herself in the mirror, she smiled and said, "It's been a long time since I wanted to be photographed." That single sentence said everything. It wasn't just the dress, it was the way she felt in it, seen, radiant, and comfortable in her own story. Fabric choice is key here. Pont knit and structured cotton blends offer just enough hold to keep the flare crisp while allowing graceful movement. They smooth without restricting, creating that seamless hourglass shape. Avoid overly stiff materials that make the skirt flare out too sharply. What you want is gentle motion, not volume. Color plays its own role in the magic. Soft blush tones, teals, and jewel colors bring warmth to mature skin and create a natural lift to the face. If you have silver or sultan pepper hair, these hues look especially luminous. They reflect light in the most flattering way. Accessories should echo the elegance of the dress without overpowering it. A metallic cuff bracelet or a small clutch adds polish without effort. Shoes with a mid-height heel elongate the legs and enhance the graceful line of the skirt. For a daytime look, a pair of nude ballet flats keeps it easy and chic. For evenings, block heels add poise and comfort. The fit and flare isn't just for special occasions, it works beautifully for lunches, weddings, or even an afternoon stroll when you simply want to feel put together. The beauty of this style lies in how adaptable it is. Paired with a light cardigan, it feels sweetly classic. Worn with a cropped denim jacket, it feels modern and fun. A study from Harper's Bazaar Women Over 50 highlighted that this silhouette remains one of the top wardrobe essentials for its ability to reignite confidence through motion. That phrase captures it perfectly. This dress moves with you, not against you. And that's what confidence after 50 really is, knowing you don't have to try too hard to be seen. Sometimes, it's as simple as slipping into a dress that lets you stand tall, breathe easily, and smile at your reflection again. Because femininity isn't about dressing young, it's about dressing alive. The fit and flare reminds you that grace and vitality don't fade with time, they evolve. They become the quiet statement of a woman who knows exactly who she is and wears that knowledge beautifully. These 5 dress styles don't just make you look beautiful, they remind you that confidence is the most youthful style any woman can wear. Next time you pick a dress, don't ask, "Is this age appropriate?" Ask instead, "Does this make me feel confident?" That's the real measure of style. I'd love to hear from you. Comment below, which dress makes you feel like you could still shine at 30? I read every single comment and can't wait to see your favorites. Remember, turning 50 isn't stepping down, it's stepping up, in comfortable heels and a dress that makes you smile. Keep sharing your confident beauty, because true beauty never expires.